Okay, so for today's craft, we're going to be making a tree with autumn leaves. So what you need is a pair of scissors, some tape, and a bunch of construction paper, some brown, yellow, orange, and red. I would suggest maybe 2 sheets of brown construction paper because we're going to need a lot of it. These will be the trunk and stems of our tree, and these will be the leaves. Do is cut out a piece of the construction paper to be the size of the trunk. Make it a little bit bigger than what you want the trunk to be because we're going to be crinkling it to make it look more 3D. Okay, I think that's about good. Something like this. Now all you have to do is just like that. And then unfold it. Maybe emphasize some of the folds, and then there's your trunk. Okay. The next step is, I've already got these 2, so I think I'm just gonna use those. And you want them to be varying sizes. So let's cut this out and then maybe cut it in half. And then cut each of those in half. There's no rule or whatever for how many branches or how big the branches are. You can just have fun with this part. Get some more here. Okay. And then just crumple them all up. You could probably crumple up multiple at a time, but I want mine to be individually crumpled so that they each have their own, unique aspects of them. Clearly, I'm thinking way too much about this. And don't worry if it rips anywhere. That just adds character. Okay. Now get your trunk, and then you're just going to get the tape and start attaching some of these just randomly anywhere that you think would be a good fit for a trunk. Just tape it on. And you can tape some of the branches onto other branches just to add depth And remember to take this one step at a time. It does not need to go this fast. This is what I've got so far. You can always add more branches later, but I think I'm just gonna do this for now. I might add some more over here, but now I'm just gonna move on to the leaves. So for the leaves, you just want to, what's the word? You want to stack all of these papers onto each other, and then draw some circles. Make sure you make dark lines for the circles so that it's easier for the students to cut them out, and have varying sizes for these. And I think I'm going to fold this back again so that I can have double the amount of leaves. Okay, and then just start cutting them out. Make sure that you're getting all of the layers. Make sure that you're getting all of the layers. This may be a little difficult for the students, so just try and help them out, but let them do as much as they can. Try not to let it get tangled in the tree. And let's cut out the last leaves. can set the leaves or the construction paper aside unless you want some more. And then just take them all out. You should have a good amount of them just from what you've gotten so far. Now let's just get back to the tree. I'm gonna use a piece of tape and roll it up just to make sure the leaves look presentable. But it's whatever you want to do. And you can always fold some of the branches over to get leaves on the other side, because after all, it is 3D. So it should be nice to look at from both sides. And if you want to make it look like some of your leaves are falling, you can attach them to other leaves by putting some tape on the very top of it and then sticking it to something else, either the back of a branch or the bottom of another leaf. And you can make it look like this. And you can keep that going for as long as you want. Also, if you want to cover up some of the tape from the tree, you can just put some leaves right onto there, just to make it look like there are leaves everywhere and so that it won't look unnatural. The more leaves you add, the better it'll look, I promise. honestly, you could do this for any season with any colors you want. If you want it to be summer, you can do green leaves. Winter, you can do, well, winter doesn't really have leaves. And then spring, you could have green with some pink and purple and blue circles sprinkled around in there. Let's see. Overall, this is just a relaxing craft, something to do with your hands, and while you're helping your student do this, you can just take this opportunity to get to know them a little better. Since I've got some tape on both sides, I'm just gonna put another color, maybe a red, on the other side. That way you can see it from both sides. And I'm kind of done with the front, so I'm just gonna flip it over, use the rest of mine for the back. This will make it look like it has a lot more leaves than just what you can see from the front. There's obviously no right or wrong way to do this, so just put the leaves wherever you feel like they should be. This is your chance to make it look different than everybody else's. I've got just a few left over, so I'm gonna finish up with that and then I'll be done. And there you go. There's your finished tree. Like I said, you can always add more branches, maybe put some off to the sides, but if you're fine with it being asymmetrical and not perfect, then it's done. Cool.